Come on in, peace and light. To combat this technology issue I've been having all day, I'm gonna play some music. Alright? So come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Peace and light, peace and light. Peace and light. Come on in. You are watching Magic Up TV. I am your host, 70 Alchemist. Here's where we talk about love, we talk about law, we talk about all things, you understand? There's nothing off the table. And here's where we say life is easy. We make it hard. Come on in here, family. I tried to do this video 4 times on my personal page. And something said to me, Spirit, something said to me, maybe you should take this to the Alchemist page. Maybe you should take this to the Alchemist page. So, this video is about the mistakes that I make in relationships, right? But it's a mistake that I don't feel like I should change. You understand? It's a mistake that I don't feel like I should change. Some of you may have already caught a brief synopsis, but I'm gonna bring it back for you. So when I'm in a relationship, you understand? I care about a person's soul. I care about their essence. I care about their career. I care about their salvation. I care about it all. I'm concerned about your safety. I'm concerned about your diet. I'm concerned about your mind. I'm concerned, man. I'm concerned. And I realize that y'all not used to that shit. I realize that. Because I ain't went through it just once. I ain't go through this just twice. I've been going through this shit my whole fucking life, man. In my first marriage, I caught the notes. I wasn't supposed to see it. Right? In my first marriage, we go into the counselor, right? And you want to know what my wife had a problem with? You want to know what she had a problem with? My work ethic and the fact that I wanted my family to be financially successful. So much that I would talk about the Hughes Corporation. I would talk about building this amazing business, this amazing future. It was wasted on the youth. And she had a problem with that. My second wife, we would argue about non-excellence. I'm not arguing with you over where you going, what you do. I'm not arguing with you about what you wearing. I'm not arguing with you about none of that shit. We getting into arguments over excellence, over posture, over being better, a better person. You understand? Y'all don't want to hear from no man. You don't want no man telling you what to do at all. Even if he's right. Even if it's about posture. You're so fucking... It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. I cannot, for the life of me, understand why you got a problem with excellence. See, when you're talking to me, you're not talking to somebody who just go to work and come home. So you're gonna have to raise the vibration when we having a conversation. You're not talking to somebody who just hanging out with the fellas. I'm building brands. I'm healing people. I'm designing shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm designing clothes. I'm helping people build brands. This This is my music you listening to. I produce this. So when you want to argue with me, when you want to disrespect my motherfucking life force, when you don't understand excellence, you don't even understand it. And I'm sitting around here arguing with motherfuckers. This shit don't make no sense. No fucking sense at all. It don't make no fucking sense at all. I had a sister tell me one time, and I told y'all this plenty of times. I'm going to say it again. I don't care. I had a sister tell me one time, she said, Seven, the shit that you be saying is so fucking real. That shit's so fucking powerful, yo, but I can't even hear it from you because you're a man. That shit stuck with me. Being a man is such a fucking offense these days. Being a man is such, you view us all as the enemy. We're the enemy. We're your enemy, right? It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. When you got a man who cares about you, who really gives a fuck, his argument is going to be different. His argument is going to be about your safety. His argument is going to be about your salvation. His argument is going to be about your mindset. His argument is going to be about what the fuck you're eating. His argument is going to be about how you're taking care of yourself and your body. His argument is going to be about your spirit. Why would that make you mad? Why would it upset you? Why do you see this as oppressive behavior? I don't know. You might have daddy issues. You might have mommy issues. You might have childhood issues. Shit that you got to get right within yourself. You don't want to be checked. Yo, let me tell you something, man. If you don't date women, you fucking don't know. If you do not date, I don't give a fuck if you are a woman. If you don't date women, if you do not romantically give a fuck about a woman, you don't know none of this shit I'm talking about. Y'all find everything to be so fucking oppressive. A man can't even be a man these days. You want me to be a bitch. You want me to be like you. And not saying that you're a bitch. I'm saying you want me to be a woman. You want me to be so emotional. You want me. That's not what we do, man. And when we do get emotional, you don't give a fuck. You disregard it. You disregard it. You don't even know how. Most of y'all women, and I'm saying this from experience. I'm saying it from experience as someone who fucks with women, also someone who counsels couples. I'm telling it to you from experience. A lot of you women don't know how to rectify a problem in your relationship because you're so used to being the one that didn't create the problem in your mind. You don't know how to make good with your man because according to popular belief, it's his responsibility. When you're watching these TV shows and shit, motherfuckers is making up. Who is it? It's the guy. And he's coming with gifts. Please, baby, take me back. Please, baby, take me back. That's my problem. I don't think like that. I don't give a fuck about being taken back. I don't give a fuck about being taken back. I'm about alignment. I'm about posture. I'm about progress, prosperity, posture, all these P words. And when you fucking with a man like that, he ain't what you used to. You can't handle him the same way. You cannot handle him the same way. When you fucking with a real G, ma, you gotta calm that shit down. He not with that rah-rah. Because he can get more rowdy than you. And when he's choosing posture, when he not trying to fucking have all this, that's the word, P. Facts, King. Why do I keep taking them back? Well, the person who just asked me why I keep taking them back, let me speak on that specifically, because you're talking about my wife. That's who you're talking about? My wife? The woman who I said, for better or worse, till death do me part? That person? Why do I keep taking her back? Because I made a fucking commitment. And I'm a god. But see, that's my mistake. I just said it. I started the whole shit off. The mistake that I make in my relationships. Somewhere, somehow, in some distant land, I got it in my mind that if I was postured, or if I was about something, then I would attract. Right? But let me tell you something about a healed person. Healed persons don't just attract healness. They attract those that are sick as well. And during some part in our lives, we're all sick. I've been fucked up. I've been unruly. I've been unwilling. See, I told you I keep this shit 1,000 with y'all, man. Ain't no need for me to get on here and act no kind of way with y'all. Ain't no need for me to get on here and act like I'm holier than thou. I don't give a fuck about being holy. Cause ain't shit holy. Nothing. Name it and I'll show you why it's not. Ain't shit holy. But as a guy, see, you don't understand women don't understand. Being nurturing is not necessarily a talent of men. So when you find a man who desires to be nurturing with you, when you find a man who's looking for the good shit, when you find a man who's speaking to your soul and speaking to your spirit, because some of the people on here that's making comments ain't always been about the shit they talking about. You understand? Some of these comments are from folks that used to be fucked up too. And when you're dealing with people, sometimes, especially if it's love, sometimes it requires patience. Love requires patience. And when you're dealing with people, you gotta have patience. That's if the love is there. That's if you love. That's love. Love is kind. Love is patient. But it's still a no shit on my ship. It's still no shit on my ship. So just because I'm patient don't mean I gotta motherfucking accept the bullshit. I don't have to accept it. You check the energy. And then, if that energy don't want to be checked, if that energy don't want to be responsible, then you gotta. I'm not into keeping slaves. I'm nobody's slave master. So if you don't want to be with me, if you don't want posture, if you don't want peace, if you don't want spirit, I do like this. Hands up, don't shoot. I don't want no smoke. Go in peace. You understand? But a lot of you, y'all don't know that guy. And when that guy start talking, you think he's something else. You think just because I get on here and I talk about the kumbaya that I'm not going to have a problem with something you do? And then if I have a problem, you think I'm not going to speak on it in a way where I got authority to speak on it? You don't hear this deep ass voice? You don't hear that deep voice? You don't hear that deep voice? You don't hear that deep? Why you think we got this? Why you think the voice is so deep on a man? Come on, thinkers. Come on, thinkers. Why do you think a man's voice is deep? Come on, thinkers. Tell me, why do you think a man's voice is deep? That's alignment, honey. You recognizing it is the first step to truly healing. Keep pushing. Man, people don't even, you know, what's sad about what I'm saying. What's sad about it is that most people would say that. Most people would say, leave. Especially if you've been born somewhere within the 90s till now. If you was born in the late 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, you don't know shit about commitment. You don't know shit about honor. You don't know shit about longevity. These are things that are no longer taught. Now, if you're in a relationship, if you're married and y'all got a problem, just leave. They not growing with you, just leave. That's the answer, right? That's sad. That's real sad. This is the world that we're in now. No more commitment. Now it's just comfortability. Everybody just doing shit to be comfortable. The moment you're no longer comfortable, the moment you're no longer comfortable, now it's time to go. Oh, I know that way. I just used your comment, Queen, because it said a lot. You know what I'm saying? So not leaving a destructive person is what we should do for longevity. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. If that's what you're hearing the wrong message. You're hearing the wrong message. Leaving is not always the answer. Because for some of us, wherever you go, there you are. I had to learn to stop saying so much. I had to learn to leave people alone. And the funny thing about that is that once you start leaving people alone, they start asking you why. What's wrong with you? Well, you didn't want me telling you shit. And now that I'm not saying nothing, it's a problem. So come on, man. Figure this shit out. You don't want me saying nothing to you, but then you want me to care. How do you want a man to care and not address certain things? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. How do you... I don't understand it. You have to follow your spirit. Sometimes we don't want to hear it. And this is when, now, mind you, I've got an ex-wife, I've got ex-fiancés, plural. So I know about leaving. I know about leaving. But when I leave, I like to make sure it's by spirit's command and not my own. That's what makes me different. I don't leave on my own. I don't wake up on my own. I don't speak on my own. I don't see on my own. I don't do any of these things on my own. It's in coordination with the universe. It's in coordination with my spirit guides. It's in coordination with my purpose. It's in coordination. Because if I start making decisions based upon what I want, it's going to be some hell. You understand? And this is the problem. We're doing so much on our own. We're not allowing spirit to fucking take care of certain shit. So when I cast those cards and I allow spirit to handle, I'm good. I'm good. But sometimes you got to be patient. When you ask spirit to do something, sometimes you got to shut the fuck up and sit back. And that road might get a little bumpier before it gets smooth. But if you're not willing to ride, if you ain't willing to ride, then you got to just get off the horse. Some people can't see the future. Some people can't see in distance. Some people can only see what's right in front of them. So they make right in front of them decisions. You see people changing careers 3 and 4 times in a year. You see people doing all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? I do this one day, then the next day I'm this, and then the next day I'm that, and then the next day I'm that, and then the next day I'm that. They can't even stay consistent within their own self. They can't even make a decision and hold that down for a period of time. How many of you got 10-year circumstances with certain shit? I got my first record deal in 2010. I've been making music for 20 years. For longer than 20 years. I've been making music for 30 years. I've been designing for 28 years. I've been designing, branding people's businesses, like real fucking businesses, for 28 years. I started my clothing line 2 years ago. I'm still designing. I didn't stop because somebody didn't buy my shit. I'm a man of commitment. I'm committed. I've been doing these videos for 7 years. 7 years, yo. So I look at relationships the same way. I know it's going to have rough spots. I know it's going to have rough patches. But how do we get through them? Do we get through them with grace? Or do we get through them just fighting, rah, 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 rah. Always a problem, always a problem. Yeah, people got the right, see, look, you see, a man, I can't say shit to you. People take you're so offended. Yes, people got the right to change what I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how long you've been committed to shit. I'm not talking about how much you change. Change is good. Change is great. But what are you committed to other than yourself? What are you committed to? Where's the longevity in your life? Because those without longevity can't understand this conversation. You just can't. Leaving a commitment is an important decision. Cutting something out of your life is an important decision. And so many of us are so quick to cut shit out just because we don't like how it feels right now. But I'm old enough to tell you, there's been many a times when shit didn't feel good, but it was the best thing for me. I didn't want to go through that, but it was the best thing for me. I didn't want to endure that, but I grew so much from it. I learned so much from it. I'm a better man because of it. And when we pick our relationships, that's how we should be picking them. Is this going to pull the best out of me? Is this gonna pull the best out of me? Because if it's not pulling the best out of you, then destruction and mayhem follows. And it follows everywhere. You ever realize when your relationship ain't good, so many other things around you start to act up? We are making choices with our chi, with our life force. This life force is important. So when you're lending it out, when you're giving it to friends, when you're giving it to loved ones, when you're giving it to your romantic partner, based upon what they do with that chi, based upon what they do with that order, based upon what they do with that energy, when it comes back, it's either healing you or destroying you. With my first wife, we couldn't even hold hands. We couldn't even hold hands. I ain't even lying, y'all. I had to do that church one time when I used to go to church. I had to do that church. She said, bruh, y'all don't even hold hands. And I stayed for years. I tried to get it right. Because without effort, then everything is a failure. And I gave it to Spirit. My father taught me, you don't leave mad. You don't do things out of anger. Slow your mind down. Think about it. Think about the fallout. Think about the consequences. Whether good or bad, think about them. And once you've thought about it, write it down. And think about it again. And if that spirit keep coming back with that particular answer, then you got your answer. You understand? We've been fooled, y'all. We've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and it's still happening. We got to be accountable, responsible to ourselves, our spirit guides. You got to be responsible, because if you're trusting these guides, if you're trusting these entities to direct your path, to help you make decisions, if you're trusting these guides to help keep you protected, and you're not doing what they advise you to do, you fall outside of the alignment of that protection. And that's how you have a lot of people walking around fucked up. They're not listening. I don't have to learn the hard way. But I bleed for my relationships, yo. I bleed for them. I want them to work. I want them to be successful. I don't want to be going from person to 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 person. That's all we doing. That's all we doing. Person to 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 person person to person person to person. But until you learn to stay sometimes, you don't get the lessons. When we so quick to leave because it's uncomfortable, we don't always get the lessons. Sometimes the reason why the universe allowed you to be with that mate is to show you parts of yourself that needs work. A lot of times, most times, the reason why that person is sent to you is so you can see. You can see your reflection. Here's some things you need to work on. And if you're with an honest person, then it works. Because they're also able to see the things that they need to work on. And because you all love each other so much together, yes, you can be great individually, but because you all love that togetherness so much, you're willing to work these things out. And sometimes you may go not talking for a day. Okay. Sometimes it might be difficult for a week. But that don't mean you leave. I don't teach leaving. Though leaving is important if that be a must, I don't teach leaving. I teach purpose and posture. So if that posture gets you going, then okay. But I don't like to tell people just because shit ain't working, you leave. I don't like to tell people just because things ain't the right way that you just walk out. Try to find the higher ground first. Because if you all love each other, if you really love each other, then you should want the best for each other. And if you want the best for each other, sometimes the best is to leave. Sometimes the best is to sit y'all asses down, holding hands, and fucking meditate. Because if you ain't did that first, if you're not trying something involving unity to calm these storms, if you're not trying something of higher vibration to calm these storms, if all y'all doing is arguing, you're not implementing no prayer, you're not implementing no meditation, you're not implementing visualization practices, y'all ain't doing no sex magic, y'all ain't doing no motherfucking walks in the park, y'all ain't taking no drives and trying to talk. These are tools for successful relationship. These are tools. That's the problem. We come into the relationship broken. That's it. I can end it right. Somebody pass the tray around. Pass the tray around. I think we just. Quiet, can go ahead and start singing now. You're right. And we want to be right so much. We want to be right so much that we can't be wrong. God forbids we're wrong. Oh God. Because if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong about this, then that must mean I'm wrong about everything. I had a woman tell me I wasn't a good man just because I pissed her off and did some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And the fuck shit was, I had a conversation with somebody who fucking took that conversation, you know what I'm saying, did some fuck shit with it, and then sent it back to her. Now, I was wrong for it. Maybe. But I'm not a good man. Yo, listen. We got to slow down. We got to slow down. We have to implement more thought. We have to implement more spirit. We have to implement more. You are perfect as you are. Perfection does not mean infallible. So you're going to do some shit that upsets people from time to time. How do you rectify it? Because in love, you should have enough concern about that person's spirit, that person's soul, to come back and say, you know what, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that shit. I was wrong. Can you forgive me? Do you understand the power of those words? Do you understand how beautiful your fucking relationship could be if you learn those words and really mean it? Because one day, you're going to need somebody to forgive you. One day. One day you're going to say some shit that makes somebody mad, that offends somebody. And I think I care too much. The title of this whole video is The Mistakes That I Make in Relationships. I think I care too much. I care way too much. And I didn't know that was a problem. I didn't. But when you're so concerned, it can make you sound like a parent. I could get it. And then especially, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you always, you know what I mean? And you're doing things because you see certain shit ain't being done. Just like, you know, just like when a sister asks her man, you know, hey baby, you know what I'm saying? Can you take out the trash? He said, yeah, babe, I'm gonna take out the trash. And the trash don't get taken out. Then she says again, hey baby, can you take out the trash? Yeah, babe, I got it. I told you I'd take it out. Okay. And it don't get taken out. Then she comes back and she says, babe, God damn, bro. Like, what are you doing? Stop playing the game. The trash need to be taken out. I said I got it. God damn. You're always talking about fucking shit. I can't never relax. It's real easy. It's real easy to be in conflict. Majority of this conflict comes from your desire and their desire not being met. A lot of the conflict comes from, you understand, the constant competition. Who wears the pants? This power struggle we go through in these relationships. For what? Why are we so why are we doing this with each other? We supposed to be doing that with everybody else, not with each other. But it's those that's closest to you, right? I love hard. And sometimes that can be taken the wrong way. I love hard. I want better. I want more out of life. I'm not okay with regular shit. I'm not okay with subpar behavior. I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay. I'm not okay with it. And because I'm not okay with it, sometimes if I was someone else, it wouldn't be so destructive. It wouldn't be so distraught. I wouldn't be so you know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't want excellence so badly in everything that I did, then it wouldn't be so bad. But I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. A perfectionist means that there's no room for error. Perfectionists is those who, you understand, they striving for perfection. I'm already perfect. I don't need to strive. I'm already perfect. I don't need to strive. Live life. Be who you are. Express what you are. Let that lover, let that person know what you are. Let them know what they in for. Let them make those decisions for themselves. And continue being you. Continue being who you are. I tried to stop being who I was for somebody. That shit didn't work. It came with chaos and destruction. It didn't work. And I learned a very valuable lesson. I can't do that. I can't be that guy. But man, when you exude excellence, yo, so it's a narrow street. Not everybody is looking for the gold. Not everybody is in search for the highland. Not everybody is in search. You got people that's just comfortable with whatever the fuck they got, whatever they doing, whatever. They don't care. They fine. They don't care. They don't care to look. They don't care to search. It's not even, it's not in their mind to do so. And if you're dealing with a person like that, and you're the opposite, that's a dangerous place to be. It's a very dangerous place to be. I would compare it to going to war, and your battle buddy ain't got no gun. You know what I'm saying? They can spot the target, they just can't shoot. So you got to be responsible for your front, your back, and both sides. And that's not fair to you. You got to hold and maintain and manage that relationship all on your own. That's not fair to you. You're the only one trying to find high ground. That's not fair to you. You're the only one speaking peace. That person want to argue all the fucking time. That's not fair to you. We have to ask ourselves, what are we in these relationships for? What are you in a relationship for? What do you need it for? What do you want it for? Why are you doing it? Can you answer those questions? Why are you in that relationship? What are you hoping to get out of it? What are you getting out of it? And whatever it is that you're getting out of it, is it strengthening you or is it tearing you down? This is what I want to know. This is what you should ask yourself. Once we start asking more questions, we get better results. When you're not asking no questions, you're not asking that man what his plan is. What is your plan for me in your life? You've been with a man 6 months and you ain't asked him that? You've been with a man 12 months, 24 months. You've never asked him that question? What is your plan with me? You haven't asked him where he's going? What is your plan? Where are you going in life? Because if he doesn't have a plan, maybe that's why you keep going in circles. That GPS is thrown the fuck off. Turn left now. Go straight. Turn left now. Go straight. Turn left now. Go straight. Turn left now. And you think you're going somewhere because you keep getting directions. You don't even realize the fact that you're going in a circle. Oh shit, I'm going in a motherfucking circle. 4 lefts is a circle, ain't it? God damn it. 4 lefts is a circle. Shit. Did it again. If you're going to argue about something, let it be about where you're going. If you're going to argue about something, let it be about where it's at. I love y'all, man. This is why I say life is easy. You know what I mean? This is why I say life is easy. We make it hard. I've made it hard. I've made it hard. Oh man, I've made it hard. I've made it hard. On many of occasions. That's how I can tell it to you. That's how I can say it. But no more. I don't make it hard on myself no more. I said what I said. I did what I did. We either get through this or we don't. Ain't no need to keep reminding me of the shit I did. I did that. That's why they call it did. I did that. It's dead. It's dead. I did that. Ain't no need to keep bringing it up. I did that. I'm not going to keep bringing it up. You did that. I want to move forward. Why we can't move forward? So if we can't move forward, then I got to leave you where you at and keep going forward. I can't stay here. I can't wallow in misery. I can't wallow in fucking agony. I cannot wallow in the mistakes of our past. I can't wallow in that shit. That's fine if you do it. But I gotta go. I'll check you later. You understand? True forgiveness. If you're gonna be in a relationship, it requires forgiveness. It might require forgiveness every day. I don't know. I don't know your relationship. But if you're not willing to forgive, if you're not willing to move forward, there's nothing there. I love y'all. Let me see what y'all saying before I get off here. I've been told I was too nice. I was offended by it at first, but later I understood that he cared enough about me. Hold on. He cared enough about me to not take my niceness for granted. Yeah. You know, when you were the king, man, like, that's the thing. When you gotta trust. Y'all gotta trust. And men too. If you chose this queen, you gotta trust. You gotta trust she's got your best interest when she's saying things to you. Stop trying to negate everything the motherfucker's saying to you just because you feel like you're getting checked. Y'all don't want to be checked. You don't want to feel like you're wrong. But you might be. And it's okay. Because if they still love you, you understand? It's okay. It's all right to get it wrong today. I still love you. It's okay if we got into an argument. It's not the end of the world. I still love you. But what are we arguing about? You understand? What are we arguing about? Some of y'all are arguing over the dumbest shit. Just stupid. I told you I don't like when the toilet paper go down. I want it up. So when I do like this, I got it. You keep putting the toilet paper on the wrong way. I didn't know it was the right way to put the toilet paper on. Some of y'all arguing over the craziest of shit. I paid it this month. I don't understand why you can't pay it. Don't y'all live in the same damn house? So, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't get that fighting over money shit. I don't understand that. I don't understand you fighting over money. I don't get it. Y'all know how much you got. You know. You sharing the account. Why are you fighting about bread? Do you know some couples don't even trust each other enough to the point where they gotta have a conversation over a $20 purchase? I remember when I was in network marketing. These women would come to the network marketing events. They'd be so excited. Like, rah, rah, shish, boom, bah. I'm ready. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, Tamika, come on. Let's sign you up. Well, I got to talk to my husband first. He didn't know you was coming to the meeting? Yeah, he knew I was coming. He didn't know how much it cost? Yeah, he knew how much it cost. Okay, wait. Hold on. So let me, hold on. So he knew you was coming to the meeting? Yeah, he knew I was coming. He knew how much it cost? Yeah, he knew how much it cost. So why you gotta ask him? I don't understand that. He sent you to the meeting. Or you went to the meeting and he knew you was going. So he didn't trust you to make a $150 decision? He didn't trust you to make a $300 decision? He didn't trust you to make a $500 decision? This happens way more than you think. Let's stop being in these relationships for control. You want control? Go have some kids. And I got a whole video on that shit too. So I'm saying that facetiously. You understand? Because I know some of y'all about to go in on me on that. But the only one you can control is yourself. How good of a job are you doing with that? How much self-control do you? The Queen said it right. We enter these relationships damaged, hoping someone else will heal us. Looking for healing in a relationship is probably the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. A man who is in a loving relationship with his true higher self is priceless. Vice versa. Ashe. We must manage what we give our life force to. Ashe. This right here. I thought your mind may have been somewhere different, but I've heard this record before. It's tired. I hope y'all can get a good lesson from this. I love y'all. Life is easy, man. Life is very easy. Sensei, I see you, King. I feel the vibe, but she ain't on the same wave. But I don't feel to leave her, but she cold-blooded. From day to day, change. Man, King, it's so many of us that's going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some real cold-blooded women out here, man. There's some cold-blooded people, but there's some cold-blooded men out here too. There's some cold-blooded people, man. You know what I'm saying? They only out for self. And they get it. They get it in the long run. You can't run from it. Because the universe is going to teach you the lesson. It's going to teach you the lesson it wants you to learn. Trust me. And ain't nobody above the lesson. There is no one above the lesson. We stop self-developing. Jazz in the building. Queen Jazz in the building. Oh, man. Tomorrow. Y'all know what's happening tomorrow? Let me tell y'all what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, me and this queen right here, Jazz, we are going to be on live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Intuitive Beauty is her platform. And this sister's got a message, man. She's got many messages. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be on. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to send you all the link. I'm going to make sure we post that. You know what I mean? But check her out. Amazing, 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 amazing individual. Beautiful spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's really it, man. That's all I really had to say. You know, the mistake that I make in my relationships is that I love and I care. When a person says that they love you and they care for you, they care for your soul, they care for your spirit, they care for you. They care for your ascension, they care for your elevation, they care for you. And it's hard, man, as a guy. It's very hard. It's hard to see. It's kind of like being a mom. You don't want to see your children, you know what I'm saying, fucking up. You don't want to see them doing shit that doesn't provide for elevation. And if your man loves you, he feels the same way. He don't want to see you hurt. He don't want to see you, you know what I'm saying, doing dumbass shit. He don't want to see you being reckless. He don't want to see that. He don't want you hurt. He don't want nobody hurting you. And sometimes, women, I understand it could seem a certain way. You know what I mean? I understand it. But that's a man. You either want a man who's concerned or you don't. A man who's concerned is going to care, and he's gonna voice his concern. It doesn't make him right. I don't know, whatever he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Just because he's saying it doesn't make it right. But you might want to listen. Some of y'all don't want to listen. You don't even want to hear what he's saying. Just listen. And if it's applicable, if it makes sense, why not? Men, you done trusted this queen to be in your life and you don't want to listen. She's trying to tell you things so that you don't get hurt. She's trying to tell you shit so you can miss the fucking ditch. And all y'all want to do is argue over who's right. And the only reason you're arguing is because neither one of y'all are listening. I love y'all, family. East is 4 hours behind. Where you at, bruh? 4 hours? Oh. You're applying to. Okay. Oh yeah. She's in the UK. Yes. What time is that in the UK? Girl, I don't know. No idea. But let's Let's love with purpose. We can't confuse love with activity. Buying shit, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. That's a part of it. Those are outward expressions of what's inside. But what's inside? What's inside? I look at things in a whole different way. Listen, y'all, I'm about to celebrate what I call my second birthday. I call it my second birthday, November 1st. 7 a.m. November 1st. I was run over by a car. Face, chest, and legs. Nigga ran me straight over. I was on a motorcycle. Face, chest, and legs. When you get up from something like that, and you can walk and talk and think on your own, you look at things a little different. A lot of y'all act like, you know what I'm saying, death can't happen to you. A lot of y'all act like, you know what I'm saying, like shit is sweet. There's some real things out here in this world. And you are lucky, you are blessed if you are in a relationship with somebody who loves you. You are blessed. We used to need relationships just to stay safe in these streets. We used to. We used to need each other for so many different things, and now we act like we don't even. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. I don't need you. I don't need you. Okay. But if you've been in a relationship with somebody for more than 6 months and you haven't found a place of need for them, there is no jurisdiction in which they have cornered in your life. There is nothing that they're responsible for in your life. You ain't in no relationship. Y'all fucking. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because once you start co-creating with someone, if I'm building, just layman shit, if I'm building, I can't be watching. If she building, she can't be watching. So I got her back. Go ahead, Ma. You build while I watch your back. I'm out here in Louisiana. The queen got a job to come out here and fucking handle some shit for, an insurance company adjusting shit. Where am I? I'm in Louisiana. With her. I stopped what I was doing. I'm blessed to be able to make money from wherever I go. I'm blessed to be able to do my job from wherever I'm at. It's my turn to support. Now, I ain't going to be here forever. But while I'm here. What you need, Ma? What you want me to do? You need me to pick something up? You need me to cook? You need me to do this? You want to go out to eat? I got that. What you need? Because I need you to be focused on what you're doing. Now, if I become a distraction, it's time for me to go. But that's love. We can't want comfort so badly that we don't sacrifice. If you're going to be in a relationship, it takes sacrifices. You understand? Life is easy, man. We make this shit hard. We make it so hard with our beliefs. We make it so hard with our concepts and our precepts and our expectations. But I'm not going to tell you not to have expectations. I would never tell somebody not to have expectations. Not to have expectations. What a dead world you got to live in to not have any expectations. When I wake up in the morning, I expect today to be great. So if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm expecting greatness. I expect greatness from myself. I expect greatness for myself. So if you're going to be with me, You goddamn right I'm expecting you to be amazing as well. In the same way, I'm trusting you to be in my life to say to me, hey, Seven, that wasn't so great. And I'm supposed to say, okay, and I work on it. But if I can't say to you, hey, baby, that wasn't so great, and get the same in return, you don't want to work on your shit. You just want to be how you are. And that's what a lot of people say. I am who I am. And you're okay. I mean, okay, you are who you are, but you don't want to grow? You don't want to be better? I am who I am. You got a lot of dudes. You got, when people get, oh, I'm setting my ways, ma. I'm setting my way. You don't want to learn better? You don't want to learn different, should I say? Why not? Why are you so offended by somebody trying to give you instruction? Why are you so offended? Because you magically got the blue book to life and you know it all? I don't know it all. I love to be corrected. Correct me. But please, when you do, come correct. Because it ain't what you do all the time, it's how you do it. It ain't what you say all the time, it's how you say it. And some people, they need you to pet their ass so much that you can't even really tell them shit. Some people don't want, some people want to be petted so much. They just so fucking sensitive, you can't tell them shit. You can't offer advice, you can't tell them nothing. You gotta leave people like that alone. People like that, I've learned that I have to leave them alone. I can't fuck with people like that. You can't be corrected? Who the fuck are you? No, really. I can't say this to you? Who the fuck are you? Men, a lot of you men, y'all motherfuckers act like that, like y'all just can't be fucking corrected. A lot of you men act like you cannot be corrected just because you got a dick. You know it all because you the man in the relationship. Nah, man, that's a no-fly zone. That's a no-fly zone. That shit is not posture at all. And being the man in that relationship, your job, your expected job is provision. And provision ain't about money. Provision is about vision. It's about protecting the vision. Provision. Protecting the vision. And you can't call yourself a protector if you in there beating on your woman. You in there, you know what I'm saying? Everything you say to her come with a sharp tongue. You're not allowing her to do shit. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? We gotta learn, y'all, how to live together. We gotta learn how to bring this shit in. We gotta learn harmony and peace. Because the moment we achieve that goal, the moment we achieve that unity, it doesn't mean you're not gonna have a falling out from time to time. But man, that shit should now come far and in between. Y'all been together 5-6 years. Y'all shouldn't be arguing all that arguing shit. 5-6 years, and y'all still at each other's throat. That's crazy. Y'all ain't figured that shit out yet. I'm in the boat. And that's why I had to allow Spirit to help me make a certain decision. And now I'm clear. So now I walk the path. But I love y'all. I just wanted to stop by. I was trying to do this video on my page, on my personal page. I think I tried like 4 times and this shit was just crazy. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. You know what to do with this video. Share it. I love y'all. As above, so below, may all things be balanced. In well alignment, do I. As I send this love back to you. You've been watching Magic Up TV. I am 70 Alchemist. Love y'all. Share the video.